Hello everyone, I hope that you're staying safe, healthy, and finding some fun and creative things to do with your time inside. I've been receiving a lot of questions about the market and how things are changing given the shelter in place. So I wanted to address those questions, and please feel free to send any more questions my way. I'll be doing a weekly update to help keep you informed. All right, so on Monday, I had 2 buyers that were slated to close escrow and to record the sales of their property to finalize the sale. I woke up to find out that the county recorder's office in Santa Clara County had been closed without really any notice to anyone, and we didn't know what we would be able to do. One of the interim solutions was that escrow companies were going to offer gap insurance for title insurance so that everyone could close and disperse the funds without recording with the county, but the lender would need to sign off on that, and a lot of lenders didn't feel comfortable doing so. The solution came pretty quickly, and beginning on Tuesday, Santa Clara and San Mateo counties began e-recordings, which used to be very difficult to get approval to do, only in emergency situations, and now that is the new norm while we're in SIP. So we were able to close those sales, and my buyers, one of them is able to move in, the other one, the seller has a rent back. So we'll see how things progress there. I also had a new listing come on the market last week in San Jose, 780 Blaisdell Court. Beautiful home. We had great interest, over 20 private showings in just a few days, over 60 groups through open house, and I had 24 disclosure packages out. Disclosure packages are when a buyer requests to see the inspections and get more information so that they can write an offer. Usually we get 25 to 50% of those disclosure packages that turn into offers. You know, that number can really vary based on condition and whatnot, but on Sunday night I was feeling really good that we would have at least 8 offers. By Monday, after the SIP order, that number had dropped. 13 of those buyers had actually decided that they were going to step back from the market while all these changes were happening. I fully understand that. But we did end up with 4 great offers, 3 of which were over asking and very strong. And we got that into contract last night. So really, when we were negotiating offers, 2 things came up. The first was really vetting to see if the buyers were confident and excited about moving forward on this home, given all the levels of uncertainty in the market. And the second was understanding the options for the loan. Right now, the only businesses that are allowed to continue running are businesses that are deemed essential. Real estate is technically not deemed as essential, but banking, which includes loans, is deemed as essential, and escrow is deemed also as essential. So getting into contract and closing with escrow, totally fine. You can wire your deposits and your down payments. You can have a mobile notary sign off so you don't have to go into the office, and we can e-record. In terms of loans, one critical piece of a loan, once you're in contract, is a third-party appraisal of the property that has to be ordered by the lender. Now, as of yesterday, we were seeing that a lot of appraisers were still working and still accepting these orders. But as of this morning, Wells Fargo and some other lenders have said that all appraisal orders have come to a complete halt. That is something we could not foresee. Obviously, things are changing every day. I have heard that Bank of America is still able to request and send out appraisers, but I assume that that will continue to change as well as we continue to care about the health and safety of everyone in the community. So we are still determining what next steps will be for any appraisals. They may come to a point where they're drive-bys and comparable market data is used to determine values without an appraiser going into the home, but at this point that is not acceptable. How I feel about all of this is whatever is happening today may not be happening tomorrow, and there are a lot of people working to find solutions. When we were negotiating the offers, I did add specific language to the counter offers that requested that coronavirus protections be in place for the buyer, but also that the buyer could not just cancel and walk away for any reason. So what this means is we've added options to extend the close of escrow for delays caused by the coronavirus, such as people not being able to work, like appraisers, and delays on those counts. So that's how a lot of people are moving forward with offers right now. In terms of seeing new properties as buyers, I've had buyers reach out and say, hey, is this a good opportunity to buy because there's so much chaos, right? Maybe prices will be lower. And if you've already seen a home, we're still seeing offers going out, multiple offers. It's still very strong. But for any new inventory coming onto the market that you have not yet seen, you cannot go view the properties right now. There are not supposed to be any private showings, any open houses, any broker tours. So physically, you would not be able to see a home. The great thing is a lot of listings have virtual Matterport tours, so you could walk through the home. And there are ways to make an offer with contingencies that allow you to go see the home after the SIP has been lifted. I think that you'll really see inventory come to a halt right now. I'm seeing a lot of discussions on Top Agent Network and other realtor networks about coming soons and off markets, that the plan will probably be to sell them when the SIP is lifted, gain interest right now, and keep in touch with those buyers. But I do want to stress that even though some people are still saying you can have private showings, we really do want to focus on honoring that SIP and staying safe. So if you would like to think about a property that may have come on the market that you haven't seen yet, let's talk about creative ways for us to get more information, potentially write an offer contingent on you seeing the property once the SIP has been lifted. But there's so much that is still changing, so we have to take it really day by day. I think that in terms of my expectations of the market after the SIP, it's hard to know at this moment. There are different theories about what will happen, and no one has a crystal ball. Obviously, there will be a lot of economic implications from a lot of people not being able to work right now, and what that will mean for the real estate market. The stock market is so volatile as well. I think that some people feel the real estate market will stay strong even if there is a recession, because it feels like a safer place to park your money than the stock market. I think it really in real estate tends to come down to how people are feeling and what life events are happening. For those who have planned to buy a home, you're still paying rent. Once the SIP is lifted, I could see a surge of demand and all this pent-up inventory come on, and usually what we have is a strong spring, maybe a really strong summer. It's just too early to tell. But the good thing is I will keep a pulse on the market every day. I am still sticking strong with my realtor community, and we are talking every day to find out how people are feeling, what's happening, what listings are coming up, and what you can do in the meantime. So what I would say to you as buyers and sellers, take this time to get prepared, to get educated. I'm doing Zoom calls, Google Hangouts, and I'll be keeping you in touch with what's happening. So please send your questions and let me know what you need. I hope this was helpful. Thanks so much.